Right, it is 5:30.
Oh, good.
Rules, Confirmations, Public Elections Committee. We have a quorum, so we're going to get rolling through our agenda today. RS 2019-110, Van Reese, Bircher, and others recognize Juno Frankie St. Pierce, an African-American Nashville suffragist who worked with others to assure Tennessee would be the 36th and final state needed to ratify the 19th Amendment. Is there a motion?
Motion. Second.
Would you like to say anything, Councilmember?
Yes, thank you very much for taking it at the top of the agenda. I appreciate that.
It's on the top page.
Point of information, would you like an official hot seat?
No, I'm good.
I wasn't asking you.
No, I'm good. This is the second of a series of resolutions that will be introduced in joint conversations with the Mayor's Council on the State of Women and the Women's Caucus, the first of which was passed last month. This was particularly important to do because the park, the Frankie Pierce Park, was dedicated last week, and so we wanted to make sure that we acknowledge this right-of-way in conjunction with that. All of these resolutions will be appearing on a website regarding all of the activities concerning the suffrage. And if you have any questions about this, then let me know.
Move to approve.
Thank you. All right, any more discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you.
Thank you. Resolution 2019-111, Hurt and O'Connell recognize the name of Cassie Gardner Senior Park located at 1606 Jefferson Street. Motion?
Second.
Second. Thank you. Any discussion? Councilman?
I'm happy to speak about this. I know Councilmember Hurt is excited to do this as well. We've got basically a property owner adjacent to this park, the first of its kind on Jefferson Street. I'm excited that we've got a collaboration that involved our previous colleague, Councilmember Gilmore, Councilmember Hurt, myself, the Metro Parks Department, Metro Water Department for a pocket park on Jefferson Street. An adjacent property owner had an amazing legacy of a small business on Jefferson Street that stays in the family today, and it will be right there. And so she suggested the name. We thought it was a great idea. Parks thought it was a great idea, and we're looking forward to it celebrating civil rights and its place on the HBCU corridor. So I recommend the committee approval.
That's great. Thank you. Any other discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. 112, Glover isn't here, so we'll roll that to the heel. Resolution 2019-113, O'Connell and Hurt recognize the 125th anniversary of Bethlehem Centers of Nashville. Is there a motion?
Motion. Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Resolution RS 2019-114, Styles honors Slim and Husky's Pizza Beria
Motion.
for winning the National Cheese Pizza Contest
Second.
on Good Morning America. Now is there a motion? Second?
Thanks.
Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Does the motion come with delivery?
Late filed ordinance. An ordinance to provide for the designation of public property within specified areas of downtown Nashville as temporary special event zone during the time period beginning at 9:00 p.m. December 30th, ending 6 a.m. January 1st, 2020, relative to the use of these areas in conjunction with the 2019 New Year's Eve celebration or related activities and events.
Motion.
Councilman?
Thank you. Apologize for having to be here in front of this committee for a late file. We have, as you all returning members will know, and for new members, what we have done for these signature events, the ones that Nashville conducts on a regular basis, including New Year's Eve, Independence Day, CMA Fest, and then occasionally big events like the NFL draft. We occasionally need to have just a coordinated area that deals with public safety, traffic, vending, and just generally creates a more controlled public space and with a mix of private space than ordinary in the business of doing special events throughout the city. We've worked with the CBC. Andrea Arnold is here if you have any questions about this. This is routine. This doesn't depart in any way from the other ones. We've done it for our New Year's Eve. Unfortunately, we did not finish the coordination with CBC until literally just, I think, a couple hours after the deadline, which is why this is late. So apologize for that. As you know, from having worked on a resolution previously recognizing Terry Clements, there was a key staff member that we used to work with on a regular basis that helped us with these items. So apologies for the late file, but I recommend approval.
Anybody have an issue? All right, we're good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chair. All right, RS 2019-112 honors the McGavick High School Marching Band on their win at the Contest of Champions. Is there a motion?
Motion. Second.
Any discussion?
Move for approval.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right, on to elections and confirmations. Hospital Authority appointment of Ms. Anna Jean O'Neill for a term expiring September 6th, 2024. Ms. O'Neill, would you mind, could somebody pull a chair up here in the middle to make Ms. O'Neill uncomfortable?
Thank you.
Ms. O'Neill, are you a registered voter in Davidson County?
Yes.
And do you serve on any other metro boards or commissions?
No.
Great, thank you. Would you mind talking a little bit about why you're seeking this confirmation?
Well, Mayor Cooper, I'm called to see if I would be interested. I am a Nashville resident my entire life and have been a healthcare professional. I'm a registered nurse, still licensed. I've been in healthcare administration roles for 30 years. And making sure that we have access to healthcare for all in our county is absolutely a critical and foundational element for what we need to be able to provide. And recently, I was the CEO for Life Hospice for the last 7.5 years. And in June, became a division president for healthcare services for Brookdale Senior Living, a national corporation. And so I'm committed to the passion of healthcare and committed to the success of our city, and making sure that we have adequate healthcare for all of our citizens is absolutely a minimum expectation that we should have, especially as our city continues to grow.
Great, thank you. Any questions?
I think she covered absolutely everything, and so like super motion to approve?
All right.
Second.
Okay, ready to vote? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Great, thank you very much. See you in the other room.
You could really just leave that up there because we'll have other people
Yes.
coming.
Appointment of Dr. Paulette Coleman, MDHA, for a term expiring November 5th, 2022. Dr. Coleman will fill the unexpired term of Mr. Ralph Mosley. Thank you. Ms. Coleman, are you a registered voter in Davidson County's best council district?
No bias. No bias. Move to defer.
And do you serve on any other metro boards or commissions?
No.
Would you mind talking a little bit about what brings you here?
For the past 5+ years, I was the leader of the National Organizer Action and Hope, NOAA's Affordable Housing Task Force. And we had many items on our agenda. We appeared before the council many times, the Planning Commission, lots of other boards and agencies. I have a commitment to the fact that Nashville has the resources, but not necessarily the commitment to critically and strategically addressing our affordable housing crisis. If we had put forward a percentage of the efforts that we have put forward for Music City Center, many other things in the city, and the list goes on, we would be farther along. I think the dynamics and the paradigm have changed, and there is a willingness. MDHA has a particular and unique approach in that they have a mandate as our public housing agency and our development district, and often those two, or not often, but those two mission orientations can have tension. And I think historically MDHA has had a focus on development, and rightfully so, but now I think everybody is taking a look to see that there is a greater emphasis on housing. MDHA cannot solve the problem alone. I think some of the initiatives that have begun, particularly RAD, Envision, the various projects we're all taking a close look at. There is enthusiasm from MDHA for them, but we also have to say, will they result in any new additional housing? Yes, upgrade and improve the facilities that we have, because many of them are around World War II and post-World War II. So if you haven't really had a very strategic approach to obtaining and maintaining, there's going to be a need for some improvements. I have a passion and a commitment, and I think that affordable housing is a basic human right.
Great. Any questions for Dr. Coleman?
I'm not sure I know where you stand.
I'm waffling, right? I'm waffling.
Second.
Any discussion? Councilwoman?
Chair, since you're my churchman, can I just pass the collection?
All right. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Good.
Thank you.
Dr. Coleman.
Oh, I'm sorry. Took somebody else's chair.
Metropolitan Housing Trust Fund Commission, reappointment of Ms. Ms. 6 Warren, where there's a request for a one-meeting deferral.
Motion.
Deferral to December 3rd,
Wait,
2019.
Before we do that, is that going to put us in jeopardy of an automatic appointment?
No. It's confirmed, and this was, she just couldn't be here tonight.
Great
How many
question.
times
Thank
has
you.
it been referred?
This will be the first
First
deferral.
time.
Yeah,
Okay. Is there a motion to defer? Motion. Second.
deferred.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Public Administrator, the reappointment of Ms. Peggy Mathis, right?
That's me.
Okay. Mathis is right?
Mathis,
Okay,
yes.
yeah, okay. For a term expiring December 31st, 2023.
Yes.
This isn't a board or a commission.
Do we have special questions for her?
I don't think there are. Are there special qualifications that I need to verify for this or public trustee?
No special
Okay.
questions the committee needs to ask.
Great, thank you. So this is a reappointment. How long have you been?
Since 1998.
Okay. So you hate the job.
I know, I really like it, actually.
Good. Does anybody have any questions?
So I do.
Councilman?
Since you have been in this position for quite a while, if you had to pick one thing that you were really proud of that happened while you were in this position, what would it be?
Probably, I think of the decedents, because they're decedents' estates, and I am proud that I try to do what they wanted to do as much as possible, regardless of their heirs, who fight a lot among themselves. But I really like trying to administer their estates like they really would have liked.
Well, I've heard wonderful things about you.
Thank
so
you.
that you're very professional at it and considerate. And so I'd move for approval if no one else has any other questions or discussion.
Is there a second?
Second.
Any other questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Mathis.
Thank you.
Public trustee, the reappointment of Mr. Michael M. Castellarin.
Not that hard.
Castellarin for a term expiring December 31st, 2023. Does anybody have any questions for Mr. Castellarin? Okay. Is a motion to approve? Second.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Sorry if that was so difficult.
Thank you. Not the first or the last.
Appreciate that. Okay, that's the end of our agenda, but
Yay.
we have our new rules, which you all were emailed and wrote. So we just need to take a vote to send them to the council floor for consideration at our next council meeting.
So is this just a markup and the clean version?
Yeah, this is the marked up version with all the rules in the same order that they've been in. And this is a version in Hannah's favorite font that also reorders and organizes it. The only changes to the text of any rules is the rule number references to other rules. So otherwise, the red line version that compares what we came up with to our temporary rules and this clean version are identical.
I think we worked really hard, and we all deserve Slim and Husky pizza for that. So I move.
Okay, any other discussion? All in favor?
Good job, everyone.
Great.
Do we get
Thanks,
free
y'all.
parking?
Right.
And, yes. And with that, we're adjourned, so Councilmember Murphy can go get us pizza.
I'm on my way. I'll Uber Eats it. I'll turn
Yeah, they don't have delivery. Oh, but you can do one of those.